draw it. I'm going to select the ellipse and then zoom in. You can zoom in by zooming in from the screen with your fingers, dragging in, or you can do it by pressing Ctrl+. All right, so now that I'm nice and close, then I'm going to be making sure that the fill and the outline are a little bit different, because I don't want there to be the fill, and I want the outline to be something contrasting that I can see later. So in this case, I'm not going to paint it red, because red for the laser engraver means cut. I'm going to paint it blue. And then I'm going to make these colors. And the color here is not important at all, because the machine will just interpret any other color as an engraving color, including black, and other colors it will be interpreted as the engraving, and the red as the cutting. So now I'm going to click on the selection tool after I've drawn the circles, and then adjust the circles. Now I am going to add more little circles over here, and now that I have that, I'm just going to copy it. So I can press Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and then that will create another circle, and I'm just going to click in the middle to move it around, and I'm going to continue pasting more circles, Ctrl+V to paste, and then I can also move it with the arrows, the up, down, left and right arrows, to position it where I want it to be. I'm just going to move this out of the way so I can work properly here, and then another one, and then another one, and I'm just gonna place them there. You can see that the design is not exactly how this person drew it in pencil and paper, but I'm trying to be as close to the idea that this person had as possible. I think probably this is Hudson's drawing, so good job, Hudson. You're very neat. Like your drawing, it was really well made. And I'm just gonna put it there, and then finally the last one. Okay, so I got that design, and let's say I'm pretty happy with it. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a cat, and I just don't want to draw a cat all from the beginning, so I can do a couple of things. So I can go online and then just type in here cat face vector black and white, and this last bit, cat face, it's whatever you want to look for, but vector black and white, it's something that will give you the best results possible. So there are pretty good options here. I actually really like this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click, save image as. All right, so I'm just going to go back to file, place, and then cut, black cat face, and then place that somewhere. It doesn't have to be on top of the work, it could be just to one side so you can work. Okay, now that we have placed our image there, we're gonna press on image trace, which comes activated underneath. Press that button, and it will give us a default setting. That's pretty good so far. So I'm gonna press expand on the right hand side. When you click expand, it will turn everything into an object. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna double click to get inside that group object. Or you can ungroup it. Select the weight area plus that black bar at the bottom by clicking and dragging on top of it, and then press delete. Now you have the whole cat, and now you can group it again and move it into position. And obviously you need to make it a bit smaller because it's quite large. So you can drag from the corners by pressing shift, so it constricts the proportions, or you can just type number if you have a size in particular that you want to do. In this case 45, you can type 45 on the width on the right hand side on the properties panel, and you can see that there are different information there, but the width and the height is what we want to focus on this case. And so now we have the cat in the design at the bottom. So now we're going to take care of the flower. So we're going to go back online and we're going to do another search for the flower. So daisy flower, and then I'm going to add another, so the word vector BW, which is black and white, and then just go into your images and then find one that you like. I like this one, it's quite simple. So just click on it, right click, and then save images, and then save it again in your folder where you are working on this project. Save. All right, and then the next thing is you're going to import that flower into the Illustrator. So we will repeat the process again. We're going to import the flower, place it on the space. We're going to select the image trace button, then expand. Then we're going to, in this case, ungroup, select the white area around it, then select it again, drag around it, and then group it. Group. And then once it's grouped, you're gonna make it smaller. So remember, you can drag from the corner, so you can set a specific size. In this case, I put 50, and then just zoom in by pressing Command plus several times until you get as close as you possibly can. The next thing is to draw a line that is going to be the stem of the flower. So we're gonna select the brush tool, and we're gonna draw that line on top there. Nice. So you can see that I did it a bit crooked, but in the end it actually improved my trace. And now I just change in the color of the stem to black. In this case, you don't need to have different colors. For whatever you're engraving, black is okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to frame this artwork into the space that's going to be the Zither.